Hi, team. Thank you for taking the time to set your goals this year. Many of you have sent me your goals already, but a few of you still have some refining to do, so I hope this video is helpful. I have to apologize for being late. This is the third platform I've had to use for this video, something that should have been very simple. I didn't know enough about Canva video service and I made a silent video in my first attempt, so I moved over to Google Vids, which turns out not to be good for this kind of video at all. So I went back to my tried and true Apple platform. I think I'll just work on making better videos with QuickTime and iMovie going forward. I don't even have a microphone right now, but at this point, I just need to get this done. The State Educator Evaluation System, established by Senate Bill 10-191 and often referred to as the Colorado State Model Educator Evaluation System, focuses on continuous improvement and professional growth, which includes annual goal setting, setting student growth goals, and professional goals for yourselves is a core requirement of this evaluation process. Last year, you used our map data to set specific goals for your students and ourselves, which guided your instruction. The results demonstrated amazing growth and were outstanding. Many of you saw the improvement in our school performance framework, where we increased from 71 points in 2024 to 84.6 points in 2025. This moved us from the middle of the pack to nearly the top 10 in the district. Your hard work and data-driven instruction propelled Woodrow to achieve the highest charter SPF in Jefferson County, helping our students become academic leaders. We will continue this momentum by focusing on proven traits of successful schools, which include employing great teachers, utilizing coaches for continuous instructional feedback, using data to drive instruction, and creating a sense of belonging for our students. I'm excited to discuss these traits further in another posting, but for now, let's just focus on goal setting. For your evaluation, each of you must set a student growth goal and a professional growth goal. We will look at now both of these individually. Okay. The SMART goal format is effective in an educational setting. You have done this before, but I will review it for good measure. As shown on this slide, before defining your goal, you need to select your focus subgroup, which should include or consist of 10 to 15 students. You must also provide a rationale behind your choice. So here's an example of a subgroup. 14 students who scored in the red or yellow bands on a 4th grade level math class. As a reminder, yellow band students with a RIT of 195 to 205 are on the path to grade level proficiency but need targeted intervention to bridge minor skill gaps. Red band students require intensive foundational skill intervention to achieve significant academic growth. I will admit this combined subset is challenging because students in the red band may have different needs than those in the yellow band. However, we often do not have a large enough number of students solely in the red band to base our goals around them. Now let's look at the reasoning for choosing your sample. The rationale must clearly connect the diagnostic data, which is in this case the beginning of your MAP scores, to the intervention strategy and the desired outcome. The slide provides examples of reasoning pillars. Beginning of year data analysis shows a widespread gap. The need for differentiation is highlighted because a single goal may not be ambitious or realistic for both groups. And then finally, strategic growth focuses on the RIT score, or RIT growth rather than just proficiency, ensuring red band students receive aggressive remediation, while yellow band students are pushed towards proficiency. This slide shows a sample SMART goal statement. 85% of 4th grade math students who scored in the yellow RIT band on the beginning of year MAP test will meet or exceed their fall to spring RIT growth projection and achieve a minimum RIT score of 210 on the end of year MAP test. So this goal is outlined in the table by each element of the SMART format. So it's specific because they've used the yellow RIT band. It's measurable, achieving 1.25 years of growth. And then you can look at the rest. I don't need to read this slide. I'll just give you a minute. Another example of that goal could be a simpler example that some of you have used, which is 85% of students in the yellow band who are in attendance 85% of the time will make 1.25 years of growth on their MAP test by the end of the school year. Okay, let's talk about professional goals. Professional growth goals should include topics relevant to your classroom and something that'll help you advance your practice. And is of interest to you and will further student growth. A goal will include an area of focus, rationale, and a SMART goal statement. I'm not going to go over each in detail on this slide, but feel free to pause and read through it if you wish. Let's talk about the sample action steps. To make your professional growth goal fully functional, you'll list the specific action steps and the evidence that you plan to collect. So this slide provides a detailed textbook example to aid your process, though you don't have to detail your implementation timing quite this rigorously. Note that the action step for full implementation targets an 80% daily instruction goal. If you choose a goal like Magic School certification, it can satisfy numerous standards and justifications. We have successfully used Magic School to increase writing volume in 5th and 7th grades, to differentiate our kindergarten lessons, and to facilitate self-paced middle school math lessons. So AI technology such as Magic School is here to stay, and we aim to use it to improve our student outcomes by increasing job efficiency, actual learning time, and engagement. So utilizing tools like Gemini's Notebook LM and creating replicable gems is also an excellent outlet for your goals. So slide 11 lists some other ideas. Let's go down there for SMART goals, and you can refer to them if you need some help developing your goals. So this includes Magic School certification, Google certification, differentiation, and gifted and talented strategies. So again, I have shown you a very detailed SMART goal, or 2 SMART goals. So you do not have to be this detailed, but you can use them for reference if you want. Some of you have sent me your goals via email in a couple of sentences, and this is just fine. You don't have to send me tables and with a description of each element, but it's helpful to think about your goals in these terms so that they are thorough and effective. So make them meaningful and measurable. And to be honest, your math and LA goals should be very similar to what you had last year. So have fun with your goals. These should help you focus on your specialized instructional practice on a specific group of kids and ultimately result in growth in both teacher and student. So thanks, team. Let me know if you have any questions.